I always found it interesting to hear about what roles actors audition for, and then try to imagine them in that part instead of the person that got the part. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. But here are 10 roles that I auditioned for and didn't get, just to give you guys an idea of what being an actor is really like. And if you like this, let me know because I got a whole list of them. Anyways, let's get started. We are starting hot right out of the gates with Outer Banks. So I originally auditioned for the role of JJ, and I remember thinking back then that I didn't have a shot at getting it. I don't know. Sometimes you'll get an audition for something and you'll read what it's about and you can just feel in your gut that you're not right for it. That you're like, okay, that's not happening. For this one on paper, it sounded like a role I could do. And who knows? Maybe I could have gotten it. Maybe not. Rudy Pankow, who plays JJ, doesn't look like me at all. So I don't think they were going that direction. They went in the complete opposite direction. I think they made the right choice, honestly, because the show is rather entertaining. I just don't think I would have been as good as him in it. But it would have been nice. I think it's a cool show. Okay, this one was probably the one on this list that I had the closest chance of actually getting. I auditioned for the role of Aki in the Gossip Girl reboot, who Evan Mock ended up playing. Now, I do remember the casting director liking me and having me come in at least like 2 or 3 times to read for the role, but I guess HBO didn't like me, or maybe the producers didn't like me enough. It is what it is. However, I don't think anything can really top the original Gossip Girl. Like, that show was too iconic to recreate. I did, however, watch this one, and it was okay. I mean, I didn't like how they revealed who Gossip Girl was in the first episode, but it still would have been a fun show to be a part of. I mean, how can you turn that down? But okay, this one hurts. This one hurts a lot. It's Euphoria season 2. I auditioned for the role of Elliot. And I remember I went into the audition. They were super secretive about the role and didn't tell me anything about it. They just had me read the scene where Rue's by the pool talking about her dad and her addiction from season 1. And I remember the casting director asking me if I had watched the show before, and I, like an absolute buffoon, said no. Eventually, when I watched the show, I realized that the role I had gone out for was Elliot, and they had casted Dominic Fike, which made sense, with the whole music thing and everything. But anyways, it would have been cool to be in Euphoria, that's for sure. I think I could have gotten it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just delusional, but I think I could have been in Euphoria. I'm just saying. Every time I think about this one, I just want to end it all. I remember getting the audition for this one, and I hadn't seen any of Ari Aster's work before, which, learn from my mistake. Always do your research beforehand, okay? But, he was a new director out of film school, and I had this enormous ego at the time and decided not to audition for it. What a mistake. Alex Wolff ended up getting the part, and he was fantastic in it. My one consolation that I tell myself is that I don't think I would have matched the family. That's why I didn't get it. I mean, also, I didn't even audition for it, you idiot. But yeah, that one hurts. Ugh. I think the biggest bag award definitely goes to this one. If you don't know, it's Jughead on Riverdale. Yes, I know. Cole Sprouse, he must be rolling in it by this time, thanks to this show. But let's rewind back to like 2015 or 2016. I went to audition for this, and the original character was like, he was written as partially deaf from some accident that Archie and his friends had caused, and that's why there was like this rift between Archie and Jughead, and they weren't really good friends anymore. So I played that part kind of mean and standoffish, and the casting director called my manager afterwards and asked why I was so mean, and I was just acting. I mean, I was acting how the character was written. Needless to say, I did not get the role. And if I did get this role, I probably would never need to act again. Yeah, that's how good it was. I wanted this role so bad that I actually went to a psychic and asked her if I would get it. And she probably thought I was crazy. And she said to me, to keep me from snapping, she said, maybe. No, but seriously, I auditioned for Jonathan Byers in Stranger Things back in like 2015 when it was still called Montauk, and I really liked the idea, and the script was great. Even the casting director, I think, liked me. I figured I was in the running for it, and they just never got back. And I tell myself that it was because I was too tall to be Winona Ryder's son, just to keep myself from going absolutely insane. But yeah, they went with another Charlie Heaton, which kind of hurts, to be honest, that they took another Charlie. Yeah, this was so bad that I even considered doing black magic to get this part. That's right. Yes, I auditioned for the role of Elle in the live action Death Note movie. And I've told this story before, but I was so desperate to get this part that I staged a whole photo shoot to make myself look like Elle to send in with the audition tape. And if that wasn't embarrassing enough, I even tracked down the director's Tumblr page and sent him a DM saying, oh, I think I would make a great Elle, and I would love to have the opportunity to work with you, blah, blah, blah. Just pure glazing. And obviously it didn't help at all because they went with Lakeith Stanfield, which, threw some fans off. But, the movie wasn't very good. And in my opinion, at least, I think it kind of did the anime and the manga dirty. Who knows if they'll ever remake this one, but, if they do, damn well I'm going to bust out those photos again. God, this one hurts too. I'll be honest, this one hurts. This one was Tyler Galpin in the Wednesday series on Netflix, and I won't lie, I actually thought I had a chance at this one because, I thought I looked like a Tim Burton character, and he's directing it, and I convinced myself that I could transform myself into one of his creations. But I don't know what went wrong, honestly. I really wanted to be in a Tim Burton universe, and especially the Addams Family. But who knows? Maybe in the future I'll get a chance to work with him. Maybe I'll be in an episode of it. I don't know. I'm not gonna get my hopes up though. I'll be honest. I actually like this show a lot. I like Gen V a lot. It's a spin-off of the Amazon series The Boys, and it's about these supers in college trying to become superheroes, I guess. I read for the part of Jordan, whose superpower is that they can swap genders. So there were two actors playing the role. And I like the show, but I definitely don't think I was right for this one. I think I'm too skinny and weird looking. And they went with Derek Luh, who totally makes sense instead of me. And, I'm happy. At least another Asian got the role. Stop Asian hate. This next one is a big one. It's one of the biggest. This was the lead role of Wade Watts in the Steven Spielberg movie Ready Player One. A huge blockbuster sci-fi action movie that was pretty good. Pretty good, I have to admit. Yeah, I desperately wanted this one. I wanted the chance to get to work with Spielberg. And I thought it was a cool role of being in this virtual reality game world. And I was like, man, God, that sounds sweet. But yeah, there was no way. Looking back on it, there was no way in hell I was getting that part. I think I was still a nobody at the time. This was pre-Wimpy Kid too. But yeah, they went with Ty Sheridan, who at the time had done way more by then. He was good in it. And I think they're making a second one. I don't know. Yeah, well, that was a little taste of some of the roles that I went out for and didn't get. Honestly, over time, you kind of get used to the rejection and realize that most of the success of a show is because they casted that person and not you. There are times where I really wanted a role, and when I didn't get it, part of me died a little bit. But anyways, if you like this video, let me know if you want to see more, because I got a whole list of them. And leave a comment below which one's your favorite. Subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Bye.